keep all arms and legs inside the train at all times.
Bennett, are you excited? Look at Daddy. You excited?
Look off to your left-hand side, you'll see our Union Pacific engine house. This is where we keep and maintain our engine.
Excited?
The building is closed to the public, but as we come around the corner, you're more than welcome to look inside.
Look inside the building when we go around the corner. More cows.
And then off to our right-hand side here, you'll see our herd of Gowers. Gowers, a native cow from India and Southeast Asia. They can stand at least 6 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh over 2,000 pounds, making them the largest living lion cow in the world. But unfortunately for the Gower, they are also on the endangered species list, but the Omaha Zoo is found to have large return in captivity. But this is only just a small portion of our herd. The rest of them are located off of Interstate I-80. After 426 in Mahoney State Park is a wildlife safari. And as we come around the corner and go up into the air to your right-hand side, you might be able to see the top of our desert dome. It is the world's largest geodesic dome, and it's over 136 triangular pieces on the dome that gradually becomes light to dark, and keeping it a steady temperature all year round. So there's 3 deserts from all over the world, and it has wet and dry caves in the basement area with 150-gallon swamp. And also, and we have one of 13 known to exist in the world, one albino alligator. And the engine that's on today's train is number 119. It's a narrow gauge replica of the original engine that pulled passengers to Bennett Point, Utah, doing this morning of a golden spike to join the Transcontinental Railroad. And then on to our right is our shaded picnic area. From here you're more than welcome to grab a quick bite to eat and have other activities. Just watch out for any Roman prairie dogs, peacocks, maybe even small turkeys. These guys are always on the lookout for a picnic they can crash.
Can you wave at the people, Bennett?
And then now if you look off to your left-hand side, you'll see our Dinosaurs Alive in Lost Valley. It'll feature 15 life-size endocounted dinosaurs that'll blink, roar, and move, 2 of which can actually remote control yourself. This is $3 for members and $4 for non-members. And then closer now to our right is our Golden Sea Lion Picnic Pavilion. This is where you can have a group picnic operated out of the events department. And this is located a little off behind there is the California Sea Lion, which was originally the Riverview Pool back when the zoo was originally Riverview Park back in 1916. But due to a large polio outbreak, they had to close that pool down because at the time they believed that the polio virus was spread through the water. But in 1970, they remodeled it so it can house the California Sea Lion.
That would be nice.
The rhinos.
We're now arriving at Pack German Hill. This is where we have our Indian and white rhinos. The train will stop here for just a moment to release some steam from out of the boiler. So please stay seated. The train will be moving again shortly. And if you look off to your right-hand side, you might be able to see our Indian rhinos. The Indian rhinos look very similar to the African white rhino, except for looks like they have a similar
Whoa, that's cool, huh?
And the Indian rhinos don't like the hot desert as much as its African cousins, the white rhinos, so they can actually be found near the Himalayan mountains, where they prefer to be much colder. But when they do live in the desert, they will roll around in the mud, just like the other rhinos and elephants do, because their skin is also highly susceptible to sunburns and bug bites. So they will use the mud as a natural sunblock and bug repellent.
I don't see any rhinos yet. Do you, Bennett? Where are they?
But now that the train has moved again, remind everyone aboard the train, please stay seated while the train is in motion, and please keep on arms and legs at the train at all times.
Okay, you want to ride that thing right there in the sky?
off to your right-hand side, you'll see our Sky ride, which will take you on a 20-minute ride around the zoo at about treetop level. They can give us a view of some of our animals and exhibits along the way. But just off here on this platform is the white rhino. White does not refer to its color. It's actually a Dutch translation, meaning white or squared-lipped. They are the second largest living land mammal in the world at about 3 tons, and despite their large size, they can run about 35 miles an hour. And the horns of the rhinos are not made of bone or ivory. They're actually made of a compressed hair-like substance called keratin. It's the same material that make up our hair and fingernails, so it doesn't grow from bones, but from the skin itself. And then if you guys ever get tired of walking around the zoo, you can always visit the IMAX theater, which will play a 3D movie every hour on the hour. The movies that are playing at the IMAX today is Dinosaurs Alive in 3D, Flight of the Butterflies in 3D, which is actually a great movie, by the way, and Kenya in 3D. The last showings of those movies today should be about 3, 4, and 5 o'clock.
Bennett, are you having fun?
And then up to our right is our lagoon. The lagoon is summer home to the Jeffrey spider monkeys and squirrel monkeys. And since monkeys have naturally dense bones, they're unable to swim, so we don't need to use the bars or nets to keep them inside, where the water acts as a natural barrier. But in the water is the koi fish, so K-O-I. They're a form of Japanese carp, which in some translations mean living flower. They can also cost about $3,000 a piece, depending on size and skin color combinations, in some Japanese fish markets. Also to the right, here eventually, after we cross the bridge, will be our sable antelope. The sable antelope is the fiercest of all the antelope because when they're injured or threatened, go down to the knees and swing their head up and down and have the know to take out an African lion in that manner. And just inside this next enclosure is our bongos. Bongos are native to the Congo and are known for the large spiral horns. They will usually darker in color and outweigh the females for at least 150 pounds. And the horns of the bongos are about 36 inches in length and are actually hollow.
Briggs, look at the camera. What are you doing? Briggs is not being a good boy.
And just inside this next enclosure right here is our wattled cranes. Those are the two birds over there off in the distance right next to each other. The wattled cranes can actually be found in North America, but mainly in marshes and wetlands and swamps. They can stand at least 4 feet tall with a 5-foot wingspan.
What do you want to see at the zoo, Bennett? Gorillas? What's a gorilla do?
And then as we come around the corner here, and then eventually to the left-hand side, once we clear the trees and brush, you'll see our gravy zebras. And the gravy zebras are also on the endangered species list, as some of the other animals we have at the zoo are either endangered or threatened. But if you look carefully at the stripes of the zebra, you notice they're actually a very dark brown and white, and not black and white. And you never find two zebras with the same stripes, because their stripes are as unique as the human fingerprint, so those two are exactly alike. We are now arriving at Bennett Station. This is the closest stop to the main gate and Giraffe Complex. So if you wish to exit the train at the stop, you may, but please wait until the train has come to a full and complete stop. Once the train has come to a stop and any passengers are exiting the train today, please exit off to your left and away from the engine. Again, if you're exiting the train today, please exit to your left and away from the engine. And then if you have any tickets, we'll take you back down to Omaha Depot. Please have those ready for collection. We hope you enjoyed your ride on the Omaha Zoo Railroad, and we hope you enjoyed the